I'm Eric, and at the age of 40, I walked away from a corporate desk job with all the benefits you could ever ask for and decided to roll the dice, bet on myself, and start a resale company. I buy storage lockers.
Let's see what this oh, it's signed.
I go to live auctions.
$30, $30, $25, $30.
I go on private picks.
Quite a bit of stuff.
And so much more. So come along for the ride as I build this resale company from the ground up. And now, let's get to another episode of Reliable Resellers. Hi Nav, I'm Eric, and I own Reliable Resellers. We are based out of Tampa, Florida, one of the largest and fastest growing cities in the country. We're living in a time where downsizing has become the new norm. And with our well-established eBay store and local auction house connections, we provide a hassle-free and profitable way to downsize your life. Instead of worrying about having to organize a garage sale, waking up early on Saturday mornings and dealing with all the people, or taking your items down to a local pawn shop, only to have them pick and choose the items they want, or to only offer you pennies on the dollar, we provide access to our well-established eBay store and to local auction houses for which you can sell everything in one go, all the while allowing us to do all the work so you don't have to. All you have to do is get paid. When I first started this business, I didn't understand the difference between working on my business and working in my business. As a result, one of the biggest challenges that my business has had to overcome so far has been sustaining my personal growth as a business owner to someone who does truly understand exactly what it means to go to work on my business. Going to work on my business means that instead of looking at the company from the perspective of someone who does the day-to-day work, you are looking at your company from the perspective of someone who is responsible for making sure your business grows, is profitable, spends your advertising funds correctly, understands proper customer service, etc. After over a year of working in my business, I am now making decisions from the perspective of someone who is working on my business, and that pivot in thinking has been critical in the early success of my business, but has also been a major challenge that had to be overcome for that success to be realized. A challenge that my business continues to struggle with is closely tied to the challenge that I've already overcome. I've only been running my own business now full-time for a few months, and I'm learning most everything business related on the fly without any training wheels. When I first started my business, I didn't appreciate, because I didn't know to appreciate, what all is actually involved with running a successful business. I took for granted things like marketing, advertising, accounting, bookkeeping, just to give you a few examples. Coming from a technical background, I was very good at executing and troubleshooting IT-related tasks, but I've never really had much crossover to the sales side of the house, or the marketing or advertising side for that matter. I went to college for IT. I studied IT, I earned a degree in IT, and I followed that up with 12 years of real-world experience spanning multiple different industries, ranging from healthcare to construction to higher education. And I've added multiple technical certifications along the way, for good measure, all in IT. That is all just to say it is a continuous struggle attempting to figure out how to properly run a business on the fly when you have no formal training whatsoever in running a business, all the while trying to keep your business afloat and profitable. This business model and idea are going to be successful. The real challenge here is, can I continue to grow enough as a business owner to see the idea to fruition? I have no doubts that in the end, I will get it all figured out. I've already grown the eBay business to a 6-figure company in less than 10 months, so I'd say I'm on the right track. The next step for my business is opening a physical location to provide a place for customers to bring in merchandise, but also to provide another means to sell items for my customers who are looking to downsize. If I were to win the $10,000 grant for my business, $8,000 would immediately go towards ensuring the business has enough capital for 6 to 8 months worth of rent payments on a warehouse or a store location, estimating roughly $1,000 a month for the rent. Another $1,000 would be spent on new equipment for the office or warehouse, things like a new computer, tables and chairs, display cases, shelving, etc. And the final $1,000 would be spent for advertising the new location, going through the post office EDDM direct mail program. We would also put digital ads on Facebook and the Nextdoor app, as well as having physical signage created that would go on the outside of the store or warehouse location itself. So in summary, I would use the first $8,000 for rent on the store. I would use another $1,000 on new equipment, and I would use the final $1,000 for advertising the new location. That is exactly how I would use the grant money if awarded. If I were to win the $5,000 grant for my business, $3,000 would be used for ensuring the business has enough capital for 3 months of rent payments, again estimating roughly $1,000 per month. And then just like before, another $1,000 would be used on new equipment, and the final $1,000 would be used on advertising for the new location. The process to overcome my lack of business experience will only come in time as I continue to grow and expand this business. So the most important thing the grant funds will do is allow me the peace of mind to know that for a 5 to 10 month time frame, the rent on the store location will be covered so that I can focus on continuing to grow the business by means of advertising the new location, our downsizing services, and of course, by bringing new clients into the fold. Bringing in new clients will allow me to hire my first employee, which I wouldn't be able to do without the physical location, and will only further my business experience. It will also provide me with the vital experience needed to continue to create the processes and the procedures and just the overall system that will eventually be used throughout the entire company. Without the grant funds, getting to that point will be an extreme uphill battle. The more I grow as a business owner, the more I can grow this business into something that will provide gainful employment opportunities for others, and also will allow me opportunities to give back to the community and to those around me. Thank you very much for allowing me to submit my application for the NAV grant. Win or lose, I'm grateful for the opportunity. Have a great day.